Perang Israel-Hamas telah berlangsung 1 tahun lebih dan tanda-tanda peredaan konflik belum juga terlihat.
It will be 1 year. Yeah, I mean, I did not expect it to go this long. Like, growing up as a Palestinian, we unfortunately are used to the kind of attacks what the Israeli ministers call like mowing the lawn. That's how they put it. They mow the lawn every couple of years or once a year, where they'll attack Gaza for a few weeks or a month, kill several hundred, maybe several thousand, and then stop.
Mu'atas Salim adalah seorang diaspora Palestina di Amerika Serikat dan aktivis yang menyerukan gencatan senjata. Ia sendiri telah kehilangan 100 lebih anggota keluarga besarnya dalam pertempuran di Gaza.
161 exactly that have been killed, and none of them past first cousin. So, because my dad has 9 siblings, so 10 including him.
Di Israel, sorotan warga setahun sejak perang meletus lebih tertuju pada masih ditahannya sekitar 100 sandera oleh Hamas.
As a nation, we have to remember this as part of the Jewish history to remember. But personally, if you ask me, I'd like to live my life, just look forward, live in peace. After we suffered so much, I think we have a good opportunity to do it now. Both sides suffered so much.
Istri dan 3 anak Afiqah sendiri telah dibebaskan saat jeda pertempuran November lalu. Tapi penculikan mereka hampir tepat setahun lalu masih menyisakan trauma baginya. Perang Israel melawan Hamas di Gaza ini tidak hanya berkepanjangan, tetapi juga meluas ke Lebanon dengan serangan kepada kelompok Hizbullah bahkan hingga ke ibu kota Beirut. Menurut pejabat Lebanon, serangan Israel telah menyebabkan kematian sekitar 2.000 orang dan lebih dari 1 juta orang mengungsi ke wilayah lebih aman. Analis mengatakan Amerika kembali berada dalam posisi sulit.
Well, it has very little leverage over Hamas, little to none. And I think we can question the U.S.'s leverage over Netanyahu and Israel as well. And especially now that we're just a month outside of the American elections, there's not going to be any kind of push whatsoever by the U.S.
Presiden Joe Biden dan sekutu-sekutu Amerika telah menyerukan gencatan senjata di Lebanon, namun tak dituruti Netanyahu.
Until he applies the willing to apply pressure, real pressure in terms of starting to withhold military aid, I don't expect that Netanyahu will stop. Ronald Reagan, as hardline as he was able to Israel to stop its devastating military offensive in 1982, which is even more severe than what Israel's been doing now.
Pertengahan 1982, konflik juga meluas ke Lebanon seperti sekarang ini, dan Israel masuk ke Lebanon hingga Beirut untuk menyerang anggota Organisasi Pembebasan Palestina (PLO). Dari Washington, Yuni Salim dan tim VOA.